talking about the beard. Say no more, famo. Say no more. Man, all right, come on here. You might well come get on camera with me. Come on. Come on, get on camera. Come on, get on camera.
Hold on, I got to turn him a call, man. I got him a call.
Man, come on, get on camera. Now he don't want to get on camera. He do way more talking than me. Hey, we finna talk. That ain't a shotgun I did. Oh, I got time. It didn't look like that shot body. What we doing?
Team deathmatch. Eliminate the enemy. Leave none alive.
Visual on the enemy.
I got him.
Yeah.
Didn't look like.
We have taken
Go ahead, get on up. That boy ain't on my shot. All right, now shooting. I thought he was on my shot.
You be streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming, bro.
Man,
We
you
live.
gotta show me how to do it for me and Cinco, man.
Say no more.
I got him on Twitch right now.
Shit, I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. I'm on.
I want to get him on TikTok and YouTube.
What he be playing?
He be on Call of Duty and Fortnite
He
all
ain't
day.
too young to be on Call of Duty.
Man, listen, he nasty with it too, man.
Well, I'm new. See, I'm new. He gonna kill me.
Yeah, he gonna light you up. You get in there, especially if you get that free fall.
I like free fall too.
I feel like you learn fast on free fall.
Where you coaching at nowadays? Man, I done changed my
I'm the
setting.
interim head coach at Morehouse right now.
Ooh, how you like Morehouse?
I'm running the show. It's a whole lot of cleaning up gotta happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so but it was good to, be local.
Facts.
You know.
Don't worry about me leaning on you. Yeah,
Nah,
man.
you good.
I'm with you.
I feel like they be coming out with a new Call of Duty every damn.
You know what, man? I never played Call of Duty.
Man, cause I feel like we only been on the last one for just a year.
I ain't played then. I was shooting up in the air. How long you been at Morehouse?
Just a year. I was with the Panthers doing the Bill Walsh minority joint for all the off-season and training camp.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran into Charles down there. We chopped it up. So, but I was coaching with them with the receivers, and then as soon as preseason was over, then I got quarterbacks at Morehouse.
You was at another HBCU though, right?
I was at Howard.
How you like that?
Howard was dope. Howard was real dope. Real dope. Being in the DMV, playing at Virginia Tech, so it was, I had a bunch of folks out there that I already knew. So, and they've been getting better and better ever since. So,
Do you think playing at Virginia Tech open up your eyes for like what you want to bring to the school and stuff?
absolutely, without a doubt. For the stuff that we do, just, especially for smaller schools, man. When you play somewhere that got top tier stuff, and what the difference is for anything is finances and money.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the money to kind of put in certain things. Like they ain't got a weight room at Morehouse. Not a
Where they
real weight
train
room.
at?
They don't even have a strength and conditioning coach. So those are the things that need to be added and need to be fixed in order for the team to be legit.
Blood for blood.
That's interesting, right? It's hard to play football if you don't have a strength program.
Yeah, you ain't got a strength program, man. So and they think just because they've been winning for a while. Back in the day they was winning for a while with no weight room program. Like times changing, man. You got to be able to last, man. It ain't even about being strong, man. It's about literally staying away from injuries.
Yeah. The conditioning part of it.
The conditioning part of it. I feel like you need another gun.
Hey man, don't worry about that. You just keep talking.
I feel like you need another gun.
Don't worry about what kind of gun I need. Hey, look, we doing the best we can out here. I told you I'm new.
Yeah, man. See, I need the
Now it's always interesting from like the outside looking in because when it comes to this coaching thing and you talking about getting in it and it's like it's levels to it, right?
Yeah.
Right. You see SEC, you see all these big things, you see what these coaches get paid, you see what these coaches get paid to get fired.
Man, listen.
And
To
then
get fired, dog.
To get fired. And
Like,
like
it's crazy, man.
And it's at the end of the day it's levels to it. So with it being levels to it, it's like dang, like how do you maneuver to find yourself when everybody want to get to the same spot? So it's almost like everybody want to get to ultimate. Everybody want to get to ultimate elite, pretty much.
Yeah, well, either that or Power 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which you consider, feel like it's considered elite.
Like, and I feel like Power 5 football as a coach, you have more job security than you do in the NFL.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look at Harbaugh right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Harbaugh could be at Michigan for the rest of his life, especially as long as he beat Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? But being in the league, listen, you can get fired quick.
Possibly a lot more pressure too.
Yeah, a lot more pressure, man. So I mean, that's the biggest thing.
You got Chip Kier there. Oh, Big Money Willie might got it.
Nah, I don't.
Okay, never mind.
Straight card, homie.
Go.
That way, if I lose my wallet, I can just cancel it. Don't none of my money be
You
gone.
smart, man.
Now look, I used to walk around. It was mandatory to walk around with like 500 in cash back in the day, at least.
Carried around some cash before.
Yeah, you gotta carry around a little cash back in the day.
I'm so
Nobody use
happy.
cash no more, man.
I'm so happy they skipped the wallet.
Some people don't even allow you to pay for cash. Businesses.
I'm so happy they skipped the wallet.
What you mean?
Like, don't nobody really do a
Oh,
real
yeah,
wallet no more.
yeah.
My dad had one of them big old wallets.
Yeah, I still got one. But now everybody got the little metal clips and everything. Keep it easier. It don't take as much space.
Nah, fast.
Especially if you ain't carrying cash.
And I love the wallet on my phone too.
Yeah, now I got that on my phone. I got all my cards on my phone. I can just double click. Yeah, man. I'm blaming you, man, if I ain't set up all the way, man.
No, it's alright. No, don't worry about the camera thing. We bootleg. This something.
No, I'm talking about if I don't get set up, bro, I'm blaming you, bro. I need
You don't get set up on what?
I need Cinco to get set up,
Oh,
man.
no, I got you.
Okay.
I'm finna throw my green screen in the background. I'm finna do everything.
Yeah.
I'm actually finna change my camera lens, so when I change my camera lens, I can actually like fit more without me having to lean on your shoulder. And you like, get your tail on me.
Nah, man.
But nah, the
I
stream.
like the widescreen though.
Oh,
But
nah.
he just got a big, like, I think he got like a 50-inch in the room.
Uh-huh.
But I do like the widescreen.
I don't think they got that many players on this board.
Nah, what you in, Team Deathmatch?
I think so.
What you on over there?
Yeah, he be playing Battlefield. One time. Hey, crazy. Hey, crazy. What's your ultimate goal, bro, when it coming to
Power
this
5
coaching
head
thing?
coach. Power 5 head coach, man.
What does it take to be a head coach? Do you know?
Man, for real, it's opportunity. Like, for one, you gotta be on the Power 5 level as an assistant coach or coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the number one thing. So getting that opportunity to be on a Power 5 team, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the receiver coach for Morehouse might make $40,000,
Mm-hmm.
but the receiver coach for LSU make $800,000.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Dang, them made a meal before he got in trouble.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but being able to be on that level, that's where the opportunity to be a head coach is. That's where the door opens up for you at least. But before that, man, you need somebody to look out for you, man, and give you an opportunity to coach on a staff that's on the Power 5 level.
I think
So,
that's the part that I understand by keeping the relationships.
you gotta keep the relationship. So for me, I caught the short end of the stick from out of college because Frank Beaver retired. A lot of guys, when they first get into coaching, they go back to their school and they start coaching for the.
That way your first network.
Yeah, they
is,
started
right?
coaching for the coach that they played for. Well, my coach retired when I got into coaching, so I didn't have that window. You know what I'm saying? And then all the guys that was on staff was either somewhere smaller. They weren't at the big programs. You know what I mean? So now it's kind of like, for me, I kind of had to start from the bottom and kind of work my way up. You know, So the biggest thing is just trying to keep the relationships with the guys in the NFL. You know, I got great relationship with the receiver coach for the Panthers. That's how I was working for the Jets full time for that 1 year. And then Jim Caldwell, he's on the Panther staff. You know, build a relationship with him. You know what I mean? So it's just about, again, those guys that get those opportunities as head coaches. You got to get cool with the people that make the decisions.
Yeah.
I know a million coaches, but a million coaches ain't making the decisions. You know
and you having to leave an impression on them, so when they get in a position, they like, oh dang, I want to put you on board.
Yep.
I wanna rock with you.
Yeah.
Like I know your strength and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if I became a head coach, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Shoot, you like, well, I know you. Don't act like you don't know me.
In so many words,
yeah.
In so many words, yeah. So, but you got stuff like that, but then you still gotta have good coaches too. You know what I'm saying? Like you cool with me, but you cool with Steve Smith, hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we got a lot of people like they always say like Jerry Rice can never be a receiver coach because you got to be a teacher. Just because you played the position good don't mean you can be a good teacher. You know what I mean? Just because you played safety in the NFL don't mean you can teach people how to play safety.
Now, fact, and that probably is like one of the biggest things when it comes to like, oh, you've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And when you know, some people really study the game, the ins and outs, and some people really know how to play the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, who can translate? Who
Yeah.
can develop? Who can create? In some situations, it seems like some people can be part of a college program or something like that. If you can recruit, do you feel like that's a big part of high school?
You gotta be able
What's
to
called?
recruit.
Is
You
that
gotta be able to
does
recruit.
that come down to the school? Do that come down to personality of the coach? Do that comes down to NIL deal?
It's
Do that,
everything
or is
now.
that all that together?
Well, first to get the attention of a player, I think it's the personality of the coach. You know, I got a personality.
Yeah, you do, and I know you,
You
and
know
I
what I'm
know you.
saying?
But
Right.
how
So-
do you get your personality to come across in a way that is still professional,
Well,
but it ain't?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
now it don't matter. It depends on what level you on. You know what I'm saying? When I mean by level, I mean level of football, Division 1.
Okay.
If you in Group of 5 or Power 5, if you in FCS or you in D2.
Okay.
So, for example, the Power 5 schools, man, it's whoever gonna pay the most now
Okay.
with NIL.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you want me the most. It's like tricking. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
if you want to get paid
straight
to
up,
go out on dates or
straight-
whatever,
Straight up, it's free agency NFL. Think about it, man.
Okay.
If the
Straight out
you
the
got the Jaguars and you got the Dolphins,
Big
you
money
free
take
agent.
little bank.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
So that's what it is. And you got one school offering you $2 million, another school offering you $1 million. And
Okay.
you 17, you 18, you 19.
So let's scale it back a little bit,
So-
because when I was coming out, I ain't had no HBCU. I ain't know much about HBCU. So how do y'all come in and recruit?
We the waiting game. We the waiting game. So
You
I
wait
get-
to
so
see where everybody else go, and then you take what left.
It's to an extent. So
Okay.
right now at Morehouse, you know, I know for a fact. I think the best thing that helps the FCS schools, the D1AA schools, and the D2 schools is the first signing day. That first signing day, ain't nobody waiting to sign no more till February like we did when we was coming out. You know, we only had one signing day,
Okay.
which was February.
Okay.
But that December signing day, that clears out the picture because all those 4 stars and 5 stars is finna sign, and then you got all the 3 stars that's scared to wait. The 3 stars and below, they're not waiting till February if they got something on deck. Think about it like this. You ask a girl to prom, and that girl, and when you ask her to prom, she say, "Well, let me wait to see what clown they gonna say."
Facts.
You gonna go find somebody else to go to prom with. You're not gonna wait on her because if I tell her yeah, then you SOL. You ain't got nobody to take the prom. So it's the same thing with recruiting. If you Georgia and he Virginia Tech and you after me, think about it. You're not finna wait on me.
Yeah, but like in some senses, why wait? In some senses, why not? Somebody, sometimes personality can make them want to go against the grain.
Man,
somebody personality could have been like, my dad always went here, my family member, whatever.
People wait because they think they're better than they are now. You're not gonna take Troy if you feel like you can get to Georgia.
But sometimes some people just ain't on the radar.
Some people ain't.
Some people know how to find talent.
But you'd be
You know what I'm
surprised.
saying?
Some people, that's why kids are waiting. Kids are waiting like, man, between December and February, somebody gonna come after me and offer me bigger. It's gonna be a bigger school to offer me. But I'm saying some kids do that. Now I think more high school coaches are buying in and telling these kids, don't wait and sign now. For example, one of the number one linebackers on our recruiting board at Morehouse. He's the number one linebacker on our board. But he had a bunch of Division I offers. All right, roll with me for a second.
I got you.
Had a bunch of Division I offers.
Okay.
So when we like a guy, when we offer a guy, we put him in green.
Okay.
If we like him, we put him in yellow. If we ain't got a chance in hell to get him, we put him in red.
Okay.
All right. So we put the kid. We got him at the number one spot, but we got him in red. Like there's no chance we gonna get this kid. Swear to Jesus Christ, man, this kid called me the day before signing day, like 2 days before signing day, and he called me at least 7 times a day. Coach, I want to commit. I want to commit. I want to commit. Well, what's the reality? You want to commit because all them other FBS schools dropped you. They done got these transfers in, and they put them in these older guys. So now they don't got to worry about trying to develop you. You know what I'm saying? So now he trying to commit. This is a Division I player that had Division I offers, legit Division I offers.
So
but they went somewhere else.
Okay, so in that situation,
So
now you got a dude in the red begging. What do you act like?
Come on.
Okay, I was just making sure.
No, but that's the thing. But Division II, we still take that kid. Come on, like
fact.
we want you.
Fact.
We always wanted you.
Facts.
We just thought we didn't have a chance to get you because of all the offers you had. But because they all dropped you, now you got to take something so you can say I signed on signing day. I committed somewhere.
No, that's a fact. That's a pride thing. You don't want to be stuck and can't go nowhere.
Exactly. So now it's like, okay, do I go D2 or do I go JUCO?
Okay.
You know, a lot of kids gonna go ahead and take that D2 spot, you know what I mean, and rock out. But now with times changing, if it was Cinco, I would tell Cinco to go JUCO because coaches and teams are looking for kids that are transfers. They're looking for older players. They're not looking to take guys out of high school unless you're a 4 or 5 star, maybe a 3 star. You know what I mean? Outside of that, man, it's hard to get to them other ones, man.
Nah, facts.
It's hard to get to them other ones. Straight up. So yeah, man, that's where we at, man. That's exactly where we at. So, but it's fun, man. I love coaching, man. I say it all the time, man. If I can go back in time, man, I would have never went to the league, man. I would have jumped straight into coaching after I finished playing college.
Say that one more time.
I said it. If I like knowing what I know now, like if I would have think about this.
Just say what you said again. I'm downloading. You told me to download.
I would go back. If I could, I would have never went to the league and I would have got straight into coaching. So this is the one downfall about the NFL.
I'm gonna say you fibbing.
Listen. No, I'm listening.
I'm gonna say you fibbing, but go
I
ahead.
bet you.
But go ahead.
I'm
gonna tell you why I'm gonna say you fibbing.
I know why you gonna say it.
Why I'm gonna say that? Hold on, before you say your point. Why I'm gonna say you fibbing?
I'm gonna make my point.
Why I'm gonna say you fibbing though?
Because I mean that's always been a dream, bro. That's I love the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
but you don't get this right here that you got without going.
Think about this. That's not true.
You don't?
What do you mean? It's more coaches that's calling plays that ain't never that ain't never played
talking about that
football.
part of it. I ain't talking about that part of it. By you out there running fast, running by everybody with that jersey on, catching that ball, that experience that it gave you, to give you this insight, the insight that you about to give me now,
it helped me be a
to
better
make
coach.
you care about these kids and paint that picture, and the way you go about it with your son, you do not get that same information, that same dynamic without going through what we went through.
I'm specifically talking career-wise, though.
I mean,
you're
obviously, if you
1,000%
start
right.
something earlier, you'll be more experienced at this point.
So
you'll be well established.
Well, now that's the thing.
You'll be
It
well
ain't
established.
experience, it's established. So think about this. This is the one downfall of playing in the NFL. All right? When we go to the NFL, when we finish with our career, if we ain't got that $70 million contract, that $50 million contract that you and I didn't get, then you're starting from scratch when you finish with the NFL. So if you want to be a firefighter, you play 5 years in the NFL on a 1-year contract for 5 years. Then you want to be a firefighter. Now think about the difference of them 5 years would have made if you being a firefighter and your ranking, or the military.
I totally agree.
Or,
But one thing
or you starting your business, your barbershop business.
I'm with you.
How many barbershops you probably would have had, man, if you would have started?
Possibility ain't a guarantee. Ain't a guarantee.
Nothing is guaranteed.
I promise you this though. Think about the connections and networks and your real elbows that you do have.
That I do because I played in the league.
Because you played in the game, right? You take that way and you start from scratch. How many? No. I'm saying you start from scratch because only network that you got at that moment is what you got at Virginia Tech and what you got for West College. So if your Virginia Tech connects, you went to Virginia Tech, right? And you got a bigger network. So if your Virginia Tech connection was enough that you willing,
it would have been enough.
Okay, that's
what I'm saying.
Okay,
Fresh out of college,
okay.
it would have been more
let's
than
take
enough.
let's take high school. You come out of high school, you jump right into coaching. You know what I'm saying? Now
That not the same.
It ain't, but
because you only in high school. So hear me out. again, there are so many coaches in college ball making $1 million a year, making $500,000 a year. That never played college football. Now, that doesn't make them less of a coach. Absolutely not. Because they were able to learn. But the point is, we got a process with the AFCA right now with the coaches convention called 35 under 35. All right, for coaches that are under 35 years old that's making a name for themselves. You got coaches like, bruh, Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell, 2 head coaches for the Rams. Bruh, they our age.
I know. I played against Sean McVay in high school.
I know you did.
Okay.
I know you did.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Kevin O'Connell, he younger than me. We was playing for the Jets together. You know what I'm saying? But he got right into coaching. Like, he played 2 years in the league and got right into coaching. He didn't waste no time trying to go to the CFL. He didn't waste no time trying to get everything together during free agency or that year he was out to see if he can get back on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, man, I'm getting right into it.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't wait around. You know what I'm saying? They are age and they NFL head coaches. You know what I'm saying? My boy Thomas Brown, he's the OC for the Carolina Panthers right now.
Played against him in high school.
You know what I'm saying? You played against him in high school. We played against each other in college. You know what I'm saying? When he was at Georgia. We played against each other in the Peach Bowl, Georgia, Virginia Tech. Like, these guys got straight into it after college.
No, in fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, McVay got into it right after college. You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
And he ran into one of them situations like you were talking about with your head coach.
So if I would have been at Virginia Tech, think about it. Frank Beamer was still there for another 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I would have been under the Frank Beamer tree. I would have been under Shane Beamer, who's the head coach at USC right now, at South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? My receiver coach from Virginia Tech was at Virginia Tech for 8 years and then Georgia for 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got those coaches that bring you with them, that put you on, that introduce you to other coaches. Now you got these coaches that are position coaches on Power 5 football making $500,000 a year and they 25 years old. Why? Because they didn't try to, or maybe they weren't good enough to go to the league, but they made the decision that I'm going to be a coach right out of college. So now they got 6-7 years at 27 years old. But the OC for West Georgia right now is 27 years old.
But in order to really, really see that picture and to see what it looked like, we have to go beyond his tree to see what his connection is.
But they plug you up for that.
Because his connections could have already been there before he even came out of high school. His connection could have already been there.
But I'm talking about as a broad and whole spectrum. You talking about one guy. I'm talking about as a whole.
Okay, so Sean McVay. I don't know much about Sean McVay. Did he have any connections in the coaching that could put him in a position?
I don't know. I don't know.
What your guess is?
Coming out of high school, where did he go to college at?
I don't know. I don't know. Get on Google.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of high school. But again, coming out of college, just knowing what I know now, and just knowing how much I love coaching and how much it changed my life and fixed my life. Bro, I was in shambles after I stopped playing, bro. I was depressed. I was drinking. I was going crazy when I stopped playing. You know what I'm saying? But when I got into coaching, everything got fixed,
Let me ask you this, because sometimes that stuff is blown into different proportions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you this: why did you feel like you were depressed and you was drinking?
I ain't know what to do. I ain't have an answer. I ain't have a plan.
Okay, you didn't have a plan, so you just felt like at that moment.
You know, I knew I wanted to do the barbershop. Remember I called you.
Hold on.
So I knew I wanted to do the barbershop.
So in a way,
I wanted to stay around the game.
So in a way, when basically you wanted to still play and no team would give you that call and it was no answer, you got kids, you got everything.
I got kids and I run a 4-3.
And at that moment, that what had you depressed.
Yeah. All the way around, bro.
Because
you don't have no income coming in.
You have no control of your life at that moment.
No control.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay, so
and that's the thing. You waiting on somebody else to give you a chance. That's what it is in the NFL. When you're a free agent, you wait. If you're not the top tier guy, you know this. So you waiting on somebody else to give you a chance. So you drinking
alcohol to get that feeling away of not knowing.
I don't know, dog. But I was down bad when
honestly, it take you in another place. It take you in another dimension. Because at that moment you're saying you abused alcohol. Because I know a moment when we could enjoy alcohol and it wasn't abusive to us.
Yeah, because we was having fun.
You know what I'm saying? And at that moment when you consume, but we
still had a purpose.
But at that moment when you consume, before you even consume, you went in.
I think having a purpose in drinking and not having a purpose in drinking are two different things. Because now you just waking up and you sitting on the couch and you drinking. You ain't going nowhere.
You saying it like that?
Yeah, I'm serious.
So like.
I'm saying,
any other moment in your life have you done anything like that?
If it wasn't for coaching, man, you probably would have been speaking at my funeral.
Nah, hell no.
I'm serious.
don't get me wrong. I understand how some things can save your life. I understand, but
Football always did.
it could have been anything though. But what I'm getting from you is football did give you purpose.
Football gave me purpose.
You
And
know
it
what I'm
still
saying?
does. Coaching still give me purpose.
But you used to give back to the community. You used to do things with the kids. You used to do all these things. That still gave you purpose.
Yeah, but I still had money to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like my foundation, all the stuff that we did with the kids. Think about it. We gave out scholarships every year. You've been a part of my weekend. Celebrity basketball game, raise money. Bowling event, raise money.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bowling event, raise money.
Point. I started coaching.
Free football camp, free cheerleading camp. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I'm saying? But I was spending a lot of money out of pocket just to get that off the ground. I was spending a lot of money out of pocket just to make sure that they stayed afloat. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was spending more than we was actually raising. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes
but it brought the community together.
And you want to do it a certain kind of way.
And you want to do it the right way.
I learned a lot from you that I implemented in my camp.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, and you told me that before. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you want it done the right way and you don't have the sponsors that you are looking for and the people to just get free product, a lot of people get you discounts, but don't nobody just get you product. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the things. So again, think about it. COVID was what set us back, and I ain't had my foundation event weekend since COVID. You know what I'm saying? But when you have the extra funds to keep that afloat, then that purpose was bringing the community together, bringing my brothers that all played in the NFL together. You know what I'm saying? People got cool that didn't even know each other in the NFL just from my weekend.
Shit,
you
me
know
and
what I'm
Jacoby
saying?
Ford hit it off
Exactly, from my weekend.
Through
You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that, man. I think everybody got to have a purpose, man. And when you understand what that purpose is going to drive you, it's going to climb. And then that purpose is going to happen a little sooner, and you're going to be successful a little bit more sooner. You know what I'm saying? Again, I use the example of just being a firefighter or a police officer. You go to the NFL, and my boy McCarron's played receiver with me for the Jets. He's a police officer now. I think he played like 9 years. You know, at receiver, was at Tennessee with the Jets. But think about if he would have been a police officer 9 years before. You know, he'd probably be chief of police right now.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I
think about that.
Sometimes it's
everything
hard.
happened for a reason.
Sometimes it's hard for me to go back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard for me to skip that experience in the league.
I'm glad I didn't.
Because at the end of the day, I probably could have met you a million different ways.
Probably.
But football brought us together through the league.
Yep.
I don't get that nowhere else.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that.
I don't get Lil Cap. I don't get I don't get none of these folks. I don't get none of these folks.
And these lifelong relationships.
Lifelong.
Yeah.
We
lifelong
so much similarity, but so different.
Yeah.
I was messing with Everett the other day. I told Everett, I said, "Boy, we walk in the room. You look at us like, you know what I'm saying? We black and blue.
Yeah.
But we like this.
But smooth, but
personalities completely. But we like this.
Super tight. Everett, my boy, to the end of time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard for me to imagine building, imagine me growing. And I ain't talking about the money. I ain't talking about this stuff. Like I'm talking about just the relationship, the people that we met, the people that in these moments right now, how we thrive, how we grow.
Yeah.
When I see your little boy, when I see Lil Cinco,
boy, you got that balling.
But I see you though.
Yeah.
And everything that he does when it come into balling, you give him everything from your experience.
Yeah. And a lot earlier, a lot sooner.
You know what I'm saying? So
this stuff I didn't know until college that he got now.
So in a sense,
you
gotta have a grown man conversation with Cinco one day, right? Ooh, I'm glad they just hit me. You gotta have a grown man conversation with Cinco one day, and you know Cinco want to follow in your steps. You know he want to leave a legacy or leave a mark, and he comes and he graduates from
he said he want to be a 5-star.
Power 5, whatever. He 5-star athlete coming out. You gonna tell him to go in the lead, or you gonna tell him to pursue coaching?
Nah, I'm gonna tell him to follow his dream. I'm gonna tell him to follow his
but the only
dream.
reason why I'm saying that because based on what you told me.
But he might not want to be a coach.
I ain't saying that. I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna listen. This is the thing, and you got boys too. I'm not gonna tell my son he got to do anything. I don't even care if Cinco play football, to be honest with you. With my kids, no different than Destiny. You know, Destiny made it to the Junior Olympics 3 years in a row, and she 10, sliding. You know what I'm saying? Up until high school, you gonna do everything I tell you to do. But if Cinco say I don't want to play football no more, and he want to join the chess club, that's perfectly fine with me. Now up until high school, you gonna do everything. You gonna box, you gonna track, you gonna run football.
It ain't nothing wrong with that because deep down, right now, you know his ultimate vision. So right now, everything that you steering him in, you know you ain't doing no wrong.
But
you know you ain't you ain't pressuring him.
I ain't got to because he love football so much. He was brought up in the life. He done been in the locker rooms, at Howard, at Stetson. He done been in the locker rooms for the New York Jets. He done seen that. You know what I'm saying? So he done been around those players. So again, but if he make that decision again, I didn't know how much I love coaching until I started coaching. I didn't know I wanted to coach. I didn't know that.
You think you could have been a teacher?
Nah, absolutely not.
Principal?
No, absolutely not.
You love kids?
Not that much. No, man. I don't find joy in teaching, and not educationally, school wise.
Yeah.
I find joy in teaching the game of football. And
If that's how you had to reach someone.
yeah.
If that was a way